We're going to go through a short routine to relieve jaw pain, jaw tension. Why do we get jaw pain? Why do we get that tension? You know, what's going on there? And there's a few things that I see cropping up and that have affected me. One big one is posture. So a lot of us, if we're working at a computer or we're sitting or even just on our phones, we tend to like have our head hang forward and down. And we do that, it puts a lot more tension on the sides of our neck. That pulls on the sides of our jaw and creates a lot of tension in this area. So one thing I often recommend clients to do is to watch their forward head posture. And if they do struggle with that, there's an exercise you can do where you're just activating the back of your neck. If you can see me or hear me when I'm talking this way, but activating the back of your neck and just kind of pulling your head back. Give yourself a nice double chin. Hold for 2 breaths. And relax, and repeat that a few times. I guide with my fingers. No pressure though. We're using the back of the neck to activate and release. And that can help to counteract some of that forward head posture. Another common cause of jaw pain and tension is bruxism or clenching of the jaw or grinding of the jaw. Often when we're sleeping, we will do this subconsciously. You will often get given a mouth guard from your dentist for this, which helps with the damage in the teeth. Doesn't necessarily help with the tendency to grind, because a lot of the time that's related to stress or anxiety. So if we're not focusing on the stress or anxiety piece of it, then we're still going to keep grinding. I kind of didn't do a great job of saying when I was going to start, so I don't see anyone live, so that's all right. But if you are getting that grinding, incorporating some mindfulness and meditation throughout your day, some breath work, set moments to help get your body kind of switch into that parasympathetic rest, relax, digest mode can be really helpful. But the exercises I'm going to go through right now, I'm going to share my three favorite exercises to actually like physically release the tension through facial massage techniques. You can do this with or without facial oil. The last one I'm going to show you, I kind of like to use some facial oil for it, but I'll try to show you without, so it's something that you can do throughout the day. And you can do this like 2 to 3 times a day, when you're at your desk at work, when you're in the car at a stop sign, like just work it into your life. Okay, the first one, we're going to do some pressure points. I'm going to turn my head for this. The first pressure point is just where the earlobe meets the side of the head and a little bit in front. You can kind of feel there's bone that comes in a V shape, and we're just going in the kind of apex of the V there where it feels a bit more muscular. Press somewhat firmly and circle. And it should feel fairly good to release this pressure. If anything is painful, discontinue, because this shouldn't hurt. Just press and circle. Now move forward about 2 finger widths, and you're just underneath the cheekbone, and you'll feel like you're once again on top of very thick, tight muscle. This is our masseter muscle, responsible for opening and closing the lower jaw. Just press and circle. And the other point, we're going to go just behind the earlobe and down slightly. So again, just feel for the spot that feels like muscle, and that feels good when you press and start to work out that tension. Okay, the next move you can do either with your hand, or if you have a gua sha stone, you can use that as well. If you want a gua sha stone, I sell these in studio. But if you're just using your hands, you're going to use the tips of your knuckles. And you're just going to press them against your cheekbone, kind of in and up, in and up. And then when you do that, zigzag. So again, medium firm, vigorously. Kind of go forward and back. And then when you get to the ear, I like to go vertically. Same thing, forward and back. And just repeat a few times. And then on the other side, I'm going to use the gua sha stone for that. So if you have one of these, this will show you how to do it. Same thing, you're kind of pressing in and up and then zigzagging. Just moving forward along that underside of the cheekbone and then turning vertically at the end. I have chronic jaw tightness, so I do this usually just as part of my skincare routine in the morning and in the evening, and it makes a huge difference. I fell off track while on holidays, and my jaw started to get really tight. And I actually find that this works better than the knuckles, but if you have one, but if you don't, the knuckles work just fine. And then technique number 3, we're gonna do a neck slide. And I'm gonna use a bit of oil for this one. You don't have to, but I find it feels better. And I'm at work, and I always have an oil sitting around, so. You're just going to take now the flat part of your knuckles behind your ears, circle, and slide. Circle, and slide, and circle, and slide. I like to finish up, just do a couple of little. If you do that forward neck posture, massaging the back of your neck, feels amazing. Finish off, hands on heart. Close your eyes, we're gonna take a couple deep breaths. Deep breath in, filling up that belly. A little bit more. Hold, and exhale. Again, deep breath in, filling up your belly. Even deeper than the last one. Hold, and exhale. And one more time, make this your deepest breath of the day. Deep breath in. Even more. Even more. Hold, and exhale. Okay, and that's the routine for today, and I'll see you next week.